So today we're gonna test out the RS50 on Assetto Corsa and on the PS5. And at the same time, I'm also testing out my new toys as well. But first, it's time to say goodbye. So from the last video, the RS50 had taught me a big lesson. Sometimes it's best not to cheap out in key component in sim racing. Make sure you do everything properly, research carefully before you do any upgrade. The time has come for this wheel stand to take a rest. You have been with me since day one, since the beginning of this channel, and I appreciate you a lot. You have served me very well. But now the time has come for you to take that deserved rest. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for everything. Now, the new chapter begins. So just a quick pit stop before we go testing. So this page here is where I get my setting for all the games that I play on the RS50. It is from Logitech directly. It's on one of their support page. I have the link in the description below for this page that you can visit anytime and reference the setting for in-game and the wheelbase itself. So you can scroll all the way down here. You can see it's already classed under PC. In the Assetto Corsa, you have to be in this mode to make sure the wheel work. This is the angle they recommend that you set your wheelbase to. If the game supports shoot force, you can see that this is what they recommend to set your shoot force in the wheelbase for that particular game. Now, regarding shoot force, I feel like that is something that you have to try yourself and experience yourself and see if it's too much or too little, and you adjust based on your experience in that particular game. It's such a cool way of Logitech supporting the people who doesn't know much about sim racing and the way to set the wheel up. This is such a good way to start using the RS50 and make sure that it worked right away. So kudos to Logitech for putting this setting up for us to reference. And you can scroll all the way down here to the console support. For me, PS5. And also one thing here, this is what on the wheelbase they recommend to use for the wheelbase, and this is what the in-game setting they recommend you to input. So I have followed that in Assetto Corsa, for instance. I have dialed in exactly what they put up on here, and it worked perfectly without any issue. Alright, it's time to put the new chassis to the test. It's gonna be the chassis versus the RS50 in Assetto Corsa. I think it will be fine. I don't think the RS50 gonna give any problem to this chassis whatsoever. It feels very solid, but let's get going. Let's go do a test for ourselves, and let's go. Not sure there any shoot force in this game or not, as when I revved the engine I didn't get any vibration coming back. But I feel a movement when I downshift just now, so I'm not too sure. Definitely forgot that the Assetto Corsa force feedback is a lot stronger than Evo. Which is good, then I can test this rig properly. Oh, a bit of a moment there. Oh, the force feedback was so strong in that part, it shook my whole body. So far the rig is performing very good. I don't feel any movement coming from the chassis itself, and I can really put down a lot of braking force as well. Ah, this is good. So much better. And the wheel setting from Logitech support page actually pretty good. It feels pretty nice to drive. I'm getting all the right force feedback from it. Ah, this is fun. I like this. The RS50 definitely putting a lot of vibration through the rig, which is good. I'm feeling a lot more than I expect to be feeling. Man, the RS50 is night and day compared to G29. So much force coming through the wheels. Oh, the bump. I'm feeling that through the chassis. This is fun. And this car is so good to drive too. Like, I'm getting the feedback from like understeer, which I don't think I feel that much before with the G29. That is good. It provides me the right force feedback so far, so I'm happy with that. Whoa, whoa, way off. Trying to talk and concentrate on driving at the same time is not that easy. Whoa! Almost lost it there. It might sound like I'm hyping up this wheel a lot, but it's night and day compared to the G29, and I'm enjoying it a lot. Oh, the force feedback. This is a workout. Whoa! So that is the first quick test of the new chassis in Assetto Corsa with the RS50, and as you can see that in Assetto Corsa, the force feedback is a lot stronger than Assetto Corsa Evo. It definitely producing a lot more force, and as a result, it did give this chassis a good test, and from what I noticed so far, this chassis is solid, very solid. No movement I can see and feel. I didn't hear any rattle or creak, and the vibration that the R50 produced go through the chassis, and I feel that as well. So overall, I'm very happy with the new purchase. It's a good upgrade. I feel like this is gonna be my setup for a long time. I'm talking about 5+ years definitely. I don't think I will be upgrading anytime soon. And this new chassis actually have a lot of adjustability as well. That's what I like, which is good. It gave me an option later on if I want to add something to it or upgrade some component and move the share back and forth as well. So I'm very happy with it, and definitely from the last video you can see the wheel stand I had before was flexing like crazy, and it told me a really good lesson is that sometimes it's better not to cheap out on key component like the rig and the wheel stand. Spend a little bit extra, it will save you money in the long term and headache as well. So with that, all I can say is that it feels very nice to drive with this new chassis. The seat is super solid because it's a bucket seat. There's no flex when I put my foot down in heavy braking. I really can put my foot down and then brake consistently. It gives me the confidence to just step on the brake as well, knowing that nothing gonna move. And it's nice that I can actually just focus on driving properly and not worry about the wheel stand gonna snap in half. So yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with the setup. The RS50 and the Assetto Corsa itself actually perform very well. I feel very nice to drive, and the setup that I follow from Logitech support page worked very well in this game so far. I know I sound like it before, I'm hyping this wheel up a lot, but I'm happy with it. What can I say? Right, so the next part that we're going to be doing is going to be testing out on PS5. Let's get going, let's go. Before we go on a PS5, here's a small tip for you. One thing about connecting this to the console, in particular to the PS5, is that what I noticed, if you connect the USB to the extension and then connect to the PS5 itself, it will not work. It will not recognize this wheelbase whatsoever. What you need to do is that you make sure you connect the USB that connects from the wheelbase directly to the console itself, and that will pick up the RS50 right away without any issue whatsoever. So that's something to bear in mind, so make sure you are in the right mode and make sure it's directly connected to the console itself. Alright, the time has come to experience the RS50 on the PS5 for the first time. And for the street car, we're gonna go with the Porsche 992 GT3 RS. Let's see how she feel. But first, we have to turn True Force off. We must experience this game without True Force so that we can compare what True Force does with this wheel in this game. So let's go. Oh yeah, definitely nothing there. No vibration from revving the engine. And the roads feel very smooth. Not in a good way. Yeah, I feel like I'm driving on glass. Like, I'm getting force feedback, but it's not the same. Let's try drive over the curve. No, missed it. This one here. Yeah, I don't really feel that. Try this one. I feel the bump when I hit it very hard, but not much detail. Let's see. Yeah, I can hear the sound, but not really anything else. Yeah, that's enough. I'm putting True Force back on. And we're gonna crank it all the way to 100% as well. Oh yeah, I feel that vibration now when I rev the engine. Alright, let's try to run over this rumble strip. Yeah, definitely a lot better. A lot more detail coming through. Oh yes. Play this game with True Force on. That's my tip. Especially on these wheels. Ah yeah, nice. Let's see this one. Yep, feel that. How about this? Ah, yeah, it's there. And also, now I don't feel like I'm driving on glass. It actually feels like there's road surface details is there now too. More abrasive. Definitely play the R50 in this game with True Force completely on and max it out. Yep, nice. Whoa. Completely missed my braking point. What I noticed right away with the road car with the RS50 in this game is that the steering wheel feels a little bit light. The force feedback feels quite light. Like it definitely doesn't feel like I'm using all 8 Nm for sure. It feels lighter than that. Maybe because it's a road car, so it's meant to be like easier to drive, so it's quite light in terms of the force feedback. We'll give it a test soon with the race car and see if that makes any difference. But so far, the RS50 performed pretty well in this game. I am getting the right force feedback response once the shoe force turn on. Alright, let's just switch to the race car. I think we've done enough with this. So now we jump into the Group 2 car, the Audi RS5 Turbo DTM, and straight away the amount of force feedback that I can feel is a lot more in this car. It's a lot harder to turn. You can really feel the load on the wheels. The force feedback is stronger, a lot stronger. Oh yeah, feel that. Really feel the load on the wheel. A lot more vibration as well. Now I feel like I'm using all that 8 Nm for sure. So that will conclude the test with the RS50 on GT7 on the PS5. And yes, I'm still in love with this wheel. I'm still really enjoying driving the RS50. Today we shoot 2 different types of cars, road car and a race car. And the fact that GT7 have 2 different types of force feedback settings for those cars is great. And the wheelbase actually represent those force feedback pretty well in my opinion. For instance, the 992 GT3 RS felt very easy to drive. The force feedback felt light. Not much to fight really. Just need to control the car and drive it the way you want to drive it. And that's great because road cars got to feel like it's easier to drive than race car. And that brings me to the point where when I drive the Group 2, the Audi RS5, it felt totally different. It felt like it was a fight. And it's not the bad thing, I feel like that's the good thing about it, is that the wheel actually produce a lot more force feedback, a lot harder to drive in the Group 2 car. Like when you go into the corner, you feel a lot more load onto the wheel, you feel a lot more force as well. It definitely feels like you're definitely using all 8 Nm for sure. It was a workout to drive that car on this track. Now to me, that's very fun. I enjoy this, and the more I drive with this wheel, the more I'm really liking it. Yeah, and the chassis once again survived the test. No movement, no funny sound that I can hear. It's definitely a good purchase, definitely a good upgrade once again. Both the wheelbase and the chassis I'm very happy with. And that pretty much where we're going to conclude it today. It being a positive experience so far from the wheelbase. True force really is the thing. Once again, I have to mention that driving without true force is like driving on glass. When true force come on, I can feel the road surface. I can feel like I'm actually driving on some surface that is more abrasive, and that is so cool, honestly. I'm very happy with the current setup. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I hope to make some more video on the RS50 in a different game as well. Hope you guys stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching and liking the video. You guys give me such a motivation since the last video that I put out. It's probably the best performing video I ever put out, and thank you so much for that. I really appreciate every comment and every like that you guys left on my previous video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. See you later.